Hi friends, welcome back to Mama with an Accent. If you are new here, I'm Oksana, a Slavic mom raising my little family here in America. And right now, my 18 months old is taking a nap, which means I have approximately 37 minutes, maybe 12, maybe 3 to sit down, drink my coffee while it's still warm, and talk to you. So, if I suddenly disappear halfway through this video, just know the toddler has awakened and my break is officially over. Today, we are talking about my biggest culture shocks inside American homes. When I first moved to America, there were so many things that made me stop and think. Wait, why do Americans do that? Some things seemed completely unnecessary, some things seemed strange, and some things I may have judged a little bit. But now I can't imagine living without them. So, grab your coffee, enjoy this quiet moment with me, and let's talk about 10 American house things that completely surprised this Slavic mom. Number 1, the dryer, my favorite family member. Can we just start with the dryer? Back home in Ukraine, laundry wasn't chore. It was a lifestyle. We had clothes hanging everywhere. Chairs, radiators, doors, balconies. The entire apartment looked like a clothing store after a tornado. Now I put wet clothes inside this magical box, and 1 hour later they are warm, fluffy, and ready to wear. As a toddler mom, this machine is basically my co-parent. My son somehow gets dirty 5 minutes after bath, and I don't even know how. I literally pray to my dryer. Not with a real prayer, I just stand there staring at it like it's some kind of laundry withered and whispering, please don't stop working. I can't go back to the old days. Some days I run the dryer so many times, I'm worried if it deserves a Mother's Day gift. Number 2, the refrigerator is bigger than my first apartment. American refrigerators are huge. I remember opening one for the first time and thinking, are people stocking livestock in here? Back home, we shopped constantly because there wasn't room for much. Now, I buy groceries for 2 weeks and still have space. Of course, I spent half my life opening the fridge and forgetting why I came there. Mom Bray is international. The refrigerator deserves another honorable mention because the culture shock didn't stop at one giant fridge. I discovered that a lot of Americans' family have 2 refrigerators. 2! One in the kitchen and another one living its best life in the garage, full of beer, frozen meat, Costco treasures, and mysterious containers nobody has opened since 2019. I grew up in a country where one refrigerator barely fit in the kitchen. And here people are casually collecting refrigerators like they are decorative pillows. The first time someone said, check the garage fridge, I thought they were joking. The garage fridge is apparently a respected member of the American family for a good reason. Number 3, central air conditioning. As a Florida mom, this deserves its own holiday. Back home, when it got hot, you had to open every window and pray for a breeze. Here, the entire house stays cool. It's 95 degrees outside, and I can be wearing my sweatshirt inside. When the power goes out, though, I immediately become a dramatic Slavic grandmother. This is it. We had a good life. Number 4, garbage disposal. This thing terrified me at first. Nobody warned me there was a monster living in the sink. The first time I turned on, I nearly jumped. Now, I love it, especially with an 18-month-old who throws food everywhere. Half his meal end up on the floor. The other half somehow end up in the sink. The garbage disposal and I are in a committed relationship. Number 5, open concept homes. Okay, I don't actually have an open concept home right now. I have walls, very real walls. But after visiting friends' houses and chasing a toddler around all day, I completely understand why people love open floor plans. You can cook dinner and still keep an eye on the kids. As a mom, that sounds amazing. It's definitely on my future house wish list. Number 6, dishwashers. I know, some of you are screaming, Oksana, why wasn't this number 1? Honestly, because I forgot. Mom brain, oops. But seriously, as a toddler mom, I run this thing constantly. Sippy cups, snack containers, tiny spoons, random mystery cups. At this point, the dishwasher works harder than I do. Number 7, huge trash bins. I still laugh every time I roll ours to the curb. It's enormous. Every week, I proudly wheel it out like, look at me, a successful adult with a very large garbage bin. This is apparently what excitement looks like in your 30s. And here is another culture shock. In Ukraine, I had to walk about half a mile just to take the trash out. Half a mile. So, when Americans complain about rolling a bin to the curb, I'm thinking, that's it? The trash comes to you. And you know those jokes about Eastern European girls putting on makeup and high heels just to take the trash out? Well, now you know those are not jokes. If taking out the trash requires a half-mile walk through the neighborhood, of course you are going to look presentable. You never know who you're going to meet on your garbage journey. Honestly, taking out the trash was basically a social event. Yeah. Number 8. Walk-in closets. Nobody prepared me for walk-in closets. Back home, closets held closets. American closets can hold an entire emotional breakdown. Sometimes I hide in mine for 5 minutes with a snack. If my toddler can find me, that's a self-care. Why not? Number 9. Using the garage as the main entrance. This one surprised me. In my neighborhood, almost everyone uses the garage door to enter and leave the house. The front door is mostly for guests. When I first moved here, I thought, why build a beautiful front entrance if nobody uses it? Now I completely understand. It's convenient. I can pull into the garage with groceries, a toddler, and 5 bags I didn't plan to buy. And there is no walking around the house, no carrying everything through the front. And on my cul-de-sac, all my neighbors do same thing. At this point, if someone rings the front doorbell unexpectedly, I assume it's either a guest or a package. No other options. Number 10. All the gadgets. Air fryer, robot vacuum, instant pot. Americans looked at household chores and said, what if machine did this instead? And honestly, respect. My robot vacuum cleans while I drink my coffee. My air fryer makes dinner. At this point, if someone invents a machine that folds laundry for home use, I will immediately buy two. So, there you have it. My 10 biggest culture shocks inside American homes. Some of those things seemed strange when I first moved here. Now I treat them like family members. Especially the dryer. If you ever moved to another country, tell me in the comments. What's the one thing you thought was weird at first, but now you can't live without it? And if you are a fellow mom, tell me your favorite household inventions because I'm always looking for something that makes life easier. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and join our little mama with an accent family. Thanks for hanging out with me during nap time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!